Are you?
No, I'm
on
not.
The tracks?
No, I'm not.
Train get.
Train's coming, and so's the wastewater train coming too, at the same time.
Yeah, I just saw.
Yep. And here comes the sulfur. And that guy is gone. The wastewater train hasn't gotten here yet. Here comes the wastewater train. And that thing is hauling ass out of here too. The whatchamacallit train.
Yeah, well, it's only got one car, and when it's leaving there, it's empty.
Mm-hmm. I gotcha.
Much faster. We said less than 200,000, so it's gonna take like 3 trips before
Mm-hmm.
got that full.
Yep. So is this the wastewater train supposed to leave when it's full?
Yeah, it'll stay there until it's full.
Well, okay, it's full. I'm pretty certain it's full. It hasn't left yet. That is full. That is full.
Because there's
And
no
that
logic
is...
on
Oh,
this
there it
end. The
goes.
logic is only on your end.
Okay.
But it's said to stay until it's.
It just took a minute to think, and then the
It shouldn't ever go there unless there is enough there to. The biggest problem will be with like, because the tanks don't necessarily fill evenly.
okay.
Those big tanks. Well, all tanks. None of the tanks necessarily fill evenly.
Yeah.
Which is partially the reason why on these train stations I like to use the smaller tanks. Because the margin of error is like smaller.
Mm-hmm.
Because like most of the tanks will like the sets of tanks will be basically entirely full before it
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I guess the other thing that we should do up there is at the end of your tank line, you should probably put an overflow valve and a clarifier.
Oh, at this
So that
end
if
over here.
like the sulfuric wastewater ever completely backs up, which it'll probably do,
I gotcha.
it'll just void.
Where are the overflow valves under what?
They're under the barreling and fluid control. They're the like light blue ones. And they're a one-way valve that won't activate unless like whatever it's connected to is full.
I gotcha. I notice we got check valves, return valves, overflow valves.
I don't know what the check valve does. Return valve is just a one-way valve.
I thought that's what a check valve was.
The return valve just like it lets liquid. Yeah.
You know what? I should ride this. The sulfuric acid train goes back down.
The whole way back down to the oil.
Yes. This is where I want to go because I'm out of iron or steel. Ah, I thought I pressed it. Ah, fuck it. Walk.
Huh. Why didn't that deactivate this?
Why didn't what deactivate the station?
Oh, that's why. This is not actually right sulfur.
Oh, no, that is correct.
This one.
And I think it's off. Although it's... Yeah, it's off.
How can you tell?
The little, okay, so you see where the wire hooks up to the, to the
red.
dealie?
I see that. Yeah.
It's red, yeah.
Hey.
It's like 4 pixels.
I've lost count. Okay, so this is functioning for the moment.
Yep. I guess the steel isn't that far away.
Should probably get... I guess we should get that Jivelite.
Yep.
You want to work on that?
Well, I'm almost done with the clarifier.
Oh, yeah, right.
Oh,
I forgot. How many catalysts? Throw catalyst a second. Catalyst. R. So I wanted at 87.5 mineral sludge.
Can a clarifier have multiple, like, fluids go into it? Well, it's only got one input, so I guess not.
I mean, it can. You just have to make sure that, like, you have to connect the pipes smartly using, like, one-way return valve so that the pipe clears out. How do we get mineralized water?
I don't know. Where did the clarifier go? There it is.
Oh, crushed stone and water, mineralized water.
What are you doing? Are we looking for Jivelite or?
No, I'm just looking at how we get this, mineral stuff.
What color is Jivelite? Sapphire?
Yellow. We have a big patch marked pretty far to the
south. There it
south.
is. We also have a patch marked all the way to the west there. Someone marked it Jiv. And then that is so the Jivelite to the south is 4.5. The Jivelite to the west is 3.6. We already got like railroad like halfway out to that Jivelite site.
Which one?
The 3.6 one.
Okay, well then that's probably that.
Yeah.
Man, this mineral sludge, it sucks.
Welcome to Bob's or welcome to Angel's. But I mean, if you like mix like sand with sludge and
no, we're just not making enough of any of the things that we need to make this.
no, like
or
what?
at least to make it in any reasonable like quantity.
Okay.
So like, because we're not making slag at all in our process.
Okay.
So to make this from crushed stone, like this little setup right here makes it doesn't make this, but we'll say it makes this. It makes 7 crushed stone a second. To make it out of crushed stone, we would need another like 37 crushed stone a second.
Okay.
Make it out of the geodes. We would need another like 20 geodes a second. 19. And we would need a bunch of crushed stone to make mineralized water. I can't actually find the appropriate recipe for that in the thing. Oh no, there it is. And we would need another 10.5 crushed stone a second. Just
Remember,
like,
we're doing all this.
Doesn't work.
Remember, we're doing all this for silicon.
I know.
So we can make the electronic circuit board, so we can make the blue science, so we can do better things.
Right. Like it just doesn't work. And I guess there's probably other things we can do to get silicon. But it's just gonna make a bunch of junk we don't want. Flag. Okay.
I really hope I.
Work for a warehouse. Iron. I think what I'm gonna do is, at least for the moment, I'm gonna fill a warehouse up here. Crushed stone from this up. Not actually getting this functioning. Sit on it. We'll just sit on these geodes, and then we'll be able to function in bursts.
I ran out of landfill pretty quickly.
What's that?
Said I ran out of landfill pretty quickly.
Oh, why didn't you just go north and then left? Because we're already going north, right? And we're gonna have to go north to get to the Jivolite anyways, right?
Oh yeah, I mean, I figured you'd do like a, I don't know, like a large loop around. I don't know.
Pretty unnecessary given how we are building the tracks, right?
I don't know. It seemed neater to do a wider loop and not go right. I don't care. The civil engineer in my head said, no, do it this way. No. Well, now we have a little bit of rail going that way, should we need it.
But it doesn't matter. You can build it however you want. Figured. Like,
Eh,
we're going to
maybe
need lots of landfill east. Probably best not to use it other places. I don't know. Because our bus is going through a ocean.
Oh god, our coal, like, our, what's the, I can't remember, I can't think of the official mining term, but like our coal, like our in-ground coal is probably about like half gone over here.
Oh, yeah?
Like an actual, yeah, there's an actual like mining term for it that I can't recall, but I'm also out of lights in my inventory.
Oh, that coal.
Yeah. It's not like coal reserves, because I guess you would call like the stuff in our warehouse technically our coal reserves.
To be fair, we have like 1, 2, 3, 4 warehouses full of coal. There's a train full of coal. And these 3 warehouses at the mine themselves are almost full of coal.
Okay.
So, have lots of coal. Luckily, there's also plenty of coal on the...
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, I'm going...
Before you say something, I'm going north of the Gibolite.
What's that?
So before you say something, I'm going north of the Gibolite.
Okay. I am trying to figure out this mineral sludge awfulness. Okay, I need 4 filtration units and 7... have 4 liquefier too.
Out of railroad.
I'm gonna make a very long circuit condition. Direct crushed stone.
Okay.
I need more red wire.
Hmm.
I need more rubber. I was making rubber somewhere.
You had a bunch of my inventory, so I know you are.
Large electric accomplished. Okay. What did we determine a warehouse hold? How much?
Oh, I don't remember.
Warehouse. Storage
More
size
than a
of
bread box.
800.